Hey guys, back at it. This is day 108 in my 1 year daily diary challenge. This has kind of changed from my 100-day challenge to now a 1 year challenge. So I'm so very excited to have you guys with me and to continue this journey. So let's get into day 108. Today is a school day and it is also the long awaited field trip day. My son had a field trip on the books and I made sure to check in and ask him first if he wanted me to chaperone, because although I love to be the cool mom at home, I want to be very aware and sensitive to the fact that maybe my kids want to do things without me. I'm definitely trying not to be a hover parent. So I checked in with him and made sure he definitely wanted me to be there. So I signed up, and we've been highly anticipating this field trip day. So got my daughter to school, and then immediately took him to school. Once I dropped him off, then I went to get Chick-fil-A for our lunch because it's at a park and there's no concession or anything to be able to get lunches there. After I grabbed the lunch, then I went to the park to meet up with them, and the bus was a little bit later than I was, so I got to connect with some of the other parents. There were 3 other parent chaperones in my specific group with my son and his class, but there were some other kids on other tracks and classes that I kind of knew from previous years when my daughter had gone to the same school. So it was kind of cool to check in and connect with the parents, and I was really just in a very, very happy, excited mood. I was ready to be there, help out. I was actually I was kind of feeling excited because I was like, ooh, a field trip. Yay, I get to go on a field trip. So very much in a space of enjoyment. I laughed and I smiled and I found joy in the whole experience because I was just really in this mood of excitement. Their teacher was a little on edge. She was definitely I could see that she was a little stressed out. So it was just me observing the interactions from the teacher and the children, me observing my son and his little friends, this little group of boys, just so cute. I mean, they're 10, so it's not super cute. It's not like baby cute, but to me it is because I've not ever interacted with little boy groups, and as funny and weird as boy humor is, I find joy and humor in it because I'm not used to it. So I find myself laughing and giggling to myself a lot more. And so the whole thing was very enjoyable. And we were, at this pond and we were scooping up leaves and tadpoles and salamanders and all kinds of really cool things. And I was finding so much enjoyment in it. We got out into the field, huge open field, kids running around, enjoying the weather, absolutely gorgeous weather. And it makes me realize too that why can't we have a school system or a school that is somewhat unstructured with more playtime and more outdoor time and more creative time? The kids do really, really learn well when they're outside, when they're engaged in nature, when they're allowed to be children, not expected to be mini adults. I do understand that, this is a learning thing, that we're trying to learn rules, we're trying to learn expectations, but it's still let the kids be kids. Let them learn, yes, but let them learn in a way that's going to magnify their creativity. So I mean, there were moments when I felt kind of bad for certain kids for getting in trouble when all they were really doing was just engaging in the space and being, little nature lovers that they are. So the field trip was great. Got to learn a lot. Got to hang out with my son all day and his little friends. We sat down and we had lunch, and then they went to the playground at this park. And again, I was just like hanging out, watching, observing. And when it was all over, and we were heading back, instead of doing the normal thing like an adult and going up the ramp or the stairs, I decided to go through the play structure, climb through the tunnels and everything. And my son was following me. And the parents on the other side were like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe you did that. That's so that's so funny." I was just having enjoyment. I was just doing something that I felt like doing. And again, I'm tapping more into my fun kid side, and just finding more enjoyment and love in things, being in the now, being in the present moment. So it was the whole day was amazing. It was a great experience. I was glad to be there, glad to have the time to make myself available for it. And yeah, so he got back on the bus. He went back to school, finished his day out. I went home and I got into some more like prep stuff, getting ready for the weekend, getting ready, like packing my bags, making sure I have my clothes, making sure the kids have their clothes packed up, just because they'll be hanging out with my grandma for the weekend, and I'll be hanging out with my love in a different state doing this whole big coffee pop-up. And I just want to make sure continue getting everything ready. Kids came home from school, picked them up from the bus. We engaged, we settled down, we talked about the fun day, and then I had promised my daughter 2 boba dates this week because I have been lacking in that. So we were very, very much excited to get to that. So just like talking about the next day, baking, doing all the things. But yeah, it was a great day. It was an awesome experience. I definitely love tapping into that kid side of me. It's so much fun, and I find that I'm doing that more often. So anyway, it's getting close to time, and I will wrap it up. I thank you so much for being here and listening to my daily diary. I do love so much to hear comments, like to see those likes, shares, and subscribers. If you want to keep up with what I'm doing and see how I've transitioned from day 1 to 1 year, I think it's a cool thing that I'm doing, and I would love to have more people on this journey with me. So with that said, I hope you have an amazing, wonderfully awesome, super fantastic day, and I will catch up with you guys tomorrow. Peace.